What's up, Thenx athletes? I'm Sean Lozano, and today I'm going to show you how I started calisthenics. I often hear people say that they're too big for calisthenics, or calisthenics is only for small and light people. I currently weigh about 270 pounds and working towards a body transformation to both lose fat and build muscle. So for the most part, I've been very active in my youth, playing soccer as a child, and playing football in high school where I started weightlifting for the first time. But after sustaining a few injuries in college when I was playing football, I kind of fell off a bit. I stopped working out for the most part and over time put on some weight. And it wasn't until I joined Thenx that I started calisthenics. And when I started, I was only able to do about like 10 push-ups and hang on the bar for like 10 seconds. I can now do handstands, pull-ups, and even more advanced moves like muscle up and back levers. When I started calisthenics, there were 5 main exercises that I trained, and that's what I'm gonna be showing you today. So in order to properly follow along, download the Thenx app in the App Store or Google Play Store, open up to the YouTube workout section, find this video, and you're ready to get started. So the first exercise we're gonna start with today was actually one of the hardest ones for me to do, and that's gonna be pull-ups. So I'm gonna go for 5 and show you what it looks like. So that's pull-up. So the way I started these, I could barely hang on the bar. So instead I went to the low bar and started working on Australian pull-ups first. Having my feet on the ground was allowing me to do the same movement, just reducing the weight, making it a lot easier for me to handle. So I'm gonna go for 5 and show you what that looks like. After building up my strength with this, then I moved to the high bar and started working on jump negative pull-ups. And I did these until I was able to reduce the amount of the jump and then more pulling, and eventually able to just pull myself up. So I'm gonna go for 5 to show you what it looks like. All right, that's jump negative pull-ups. I did all these progressions to learn how to pull up, and I still use them to build my strength and increase my reps. Now moving on to the second fundamental exercise I focused on was push-ups. Like I said before, I was only able to do like 10. Now I've increased my reps a lot more. So I'm gonna go for a quick 20. Then after, I'm gonna show you the progressions I use to work my way up. Let's go for it. It was a quick 20. So to build my strength up to being able to do these 20, I would first do the 10 push-ups that I was able to do clean, and then move up to incline push-ups, max out on those to help build my strength and keep my endurance going, and really build that time under tension. Let's go for 10. All right, that was 10. Now, if you can't do push-ups, this is a great exercise to start with. The higher the elevation, the easier it is. So you really want to start up and then work your way down to eventually being on the floor. Moving on to the next fundamental exercise and the first skill I ever learned, handstands. I'm gonna go for a 10-second hold, just to show you what it looks like. That was the handstand hold, one of my favorite exercises, and I actually learned this following all the steps on the handstand technique guide on the Thenx app. All the progressions in the handstand technique guide were necessary, but there were two that were the most beneficial to me. The first progression that really helped me was doing a pike hold. This exercise allowed me to build my strength up in my shoulders and in my arms to be able to hold my body weight over my head. I'm gonna go for it and let me show you what it looks like. That was the pike hold. It's really important to try to get as much weight as you can onto your shoulders, because that's what's gonna help you build your strength up to start putting more weight by going elevated to getting comfortable with more weight onto your arms, and eventually moving on to the second progression that really helped me, which is doing handstands against the wall with your body facing the wall. Let me show you what it looks like. That was handstand against the wall. You'll notice that in that position, I already start to get my feet coming off the wall. And that's when I learned to use my fingers to help push my body back into alignment and keep my balance, which was the key to eventually being able to do it off the wall. The next fundamental exercise I started working on was dips. This exercise really helped me build my upper body strength, and it helped a lot into my handstands and other exercises. Let's go for 5. This exercise I wasn't able to do at first, but the progression I used that really helped me get there was jump, dip, negatives. Let me show you what those look like. At first, I was dropping super fast. Eventually, I built my strength up to try to go as slow as possible, which eventually got me my first dip. At first, those were even difficult for me, so I would move down a progression and start doing bench dips to help build my strength and continue to work on my pushing strength with the low impact exercise. Let me show you what those look like. Super good exercise to start with and really help you build that upper body strength to moving on to harder progressions like the jumping dip. Now let's move on to the fifth and final exercise that I used to build my strength when I first started calisthenics, and that's the L-sit. You may have already seen me learn the L-sit in a video called How to L-sit on the Floor. If you want to learn how to L-sit step by step, definitely watch that video, but I'm going to show you 2 of my favorite progressions. But first, let's do an L-sit. This exercise is not only great for building your core strength, but also helping you balance on the dip bars. The balance also translated to helping me doing handstands on the dip bars. One of the first progressions that helped me build the strength for the L-sit is an L-sit tuck. Let me show you what it looks like. This exercise is a great exercise to start with because it's not only easier, you're also still engaging your core like the L-sit, but with less weight extended. And the second progression I still use is the L-sit kicks. I'm gonna go for 5 to show you what it looks like. This progression starts actually in the tuck L-sit, and then you kick out into an L-sit, eventually slowing down that kick until you're holding an L-sit. So those are the 5 main fundamental exercises I used when I first started calisthenics. If you want these 5 exercises and even more progressions, definitely download the Thenx app in the App Store or Google Play Store, Become a member to get full access to all our workout programs, technique guides, and daily workouts that are going to get you shredded. And join the millions of other Thenx athletes around the world changing their lives today. And if you enjoyed this workout, definitely smash that like button and share this video with a friend that thinks they're too big to start calisthenics. And comment down below, let us know what you want to see in the next video. If you comment within the first 30 minutes of any upload, you always have a chance to win some free Thenx gear. And if you want to see more of my personal content, follow me on IG at Sean Lozano, where you can see some of my progress and some of the skills that I'm working on. And don't forget to come back every Sunday for the Thenx video at 8 p.m. USA Eastern Time. We'll see you next Sunday.